Should I pay off credit card debt first or should I put money in savings? This is the topic that many people are having right now, especially at a time where the economy is slowing, it seems like, on a personal level, and finding jobs is becoming more and more difficult. When people have credit card debt, they're trying to figure out the best path forward while gaining some personal stability. We're going to talk about that, and we're also going to talk about what some people in the Boggleheads and the Reddit forums are discussing with this. Now, for those of you who don't know, Boggleheads is a community that talks about how to get ahead financially, and Reddit, of course, is very common right now. So let's get into this right away. One thing that we need to jump into is, why are credit cards so dangerous? The reason is the interest rates that you have to pay on a credit card if you're not managing your debt is somewhere between 18 and 25%. That is a crazy rate of return for the credit card companies, and it's a crazy rate for you to be paying to borrow that money. So one person on the Boggleheads forum, when talking about saving money versus paying off your debt, mentioned that it's like having a negative return on your money when you have credit card. In fact, they said that paying off credit card debt should be treated like an investment with a guaranteed rate of return equal to your interest rate. Now, imagine if your credit card is charging you 22% interest. The average return in the stock market over the last 20, 30, 40 years is around 10%. It varies a little bit, but it's around 10%. If you're paying 22% on your credit card, that's better than you could get in any savings account and investing in the stock market or anything else. So having that debt paid off will pay dividends by not having to pay that interest. So let's look at the case for savings now. If you are able to have savings, you know you're only going to get about 0.5, 0.59%, maybe around 4% if you go into a high yield savings account. However, you have that peace of mind. You're not stuck in having no money and only having your money go towards credit cards. So the logic is simple. If you don't have any savings, one expected card repair could send you back to having to use a credit card or something along those lines. And some of the people on Boggleheads recommend having like a 1-month savings account or even putting $1,000 in savings. Now, here's where I come down, and let me show you that spreadsheet that I mentioned earlier. So let's turn on this screen. And this is going to be extremely confusing because it's just a lot of numbers until you actually break it down. So this column on the left-hand side, what I did was I took in the monthly, the average balance or the total balance that someone may have on a credit card, and I just stuck in $10,000. The monthly payment that I put in is 2% of the balance. And depending on your credit card, it could be more or less. And then this extra payment piece here, I didn't add much, but what I did is I leveled the payment at whatever the balance was. So in this case, it's $200 per month. So I just kept it at a level $200 a month so that it's not offsetting one way or the other. Now, what I did on this particular one was I saved also $200 a month. So in addition to the $200 monthly payment, I put them saving $2,000 a month in a savings account. This column over here on the right, I put no money in savings, but we had them make a $200 minimum payment, just like on the other side, but we also had an extra payment of $200 a month. And what we wanted to see here is, what does this look like over the course of time with people saving some money as well as also just paying off their debt first. And you can see as you go down through here that the person on the right is starting to get some savings. They're actually getting some savings. I'm sorry, it's this column right here. So they save $200, the next month they save $400, and because they get a little bit of interest, 0.59%, it's not just $400, it's $401. And after a year, they've got $2,400 in savings, while this person over here has nothing. After 2 years, they have $4,800 in savings. Well, again, this person over here still has nothing. After 3 years, they've got $7,000 in savings, while this person over here on the right has nothing in savings. The difference is, though, the balance on the credit card. So after 12 months, this person has $9,800 still on that credit card, and this person only owes $7,600. This person over here, after 2 years, still owes $9,500 on their credit card, and this person over here owes $3,800 on their credit card. So the balance is coming down dramatically, and here's where everything meets. So let's come down a little bit further. After 35 months, the person on the right will have paid off that $10,000 balance on the credit card. The person on the left will still owe $9,200 on that credit card. But the person on the left will also have $7,000 in savings. Now, this may make you feel good, but you still have a $9,200 balance. So let's continue this on. Now, the person on the right starts saving $200 per month. And as we go through, if you look at this closely, and here's how I'm balancing things out. I'm coming down to look at the point where this person has enough in savings to pay off their other balance. So at 44 months, the person has $8,900 outstanding. They can pay off $8,829 just taking it out of their savings, pay off their credit card, and they will owe nothing. Well, this person over here on the right, saving $200 a month, now has $1,800 in savings. So that's an $1,800 differential that you would make by paying off that credit card first. But wait, there's actually more to this, because remember, this person over here on the left is saving $200 per month, but they're also paying an aggregate of $200 a month using this load leveling system here. So that's $400 per month that they, instead of spending, they could be saving. So let's come over here and plug in $400 per month. And instead of only having $1,800, they now have $3,600 per month, saving at a 0.59% savings rate, something ridiculously low that you would get in a savings account. Or if they put it in a high yield savings account paying 4%, they would have $3,648 for paying off debt first. Now, someone's going to ask, well, what about the issue of not having any money? Because if you don't have money saved, then you're just going to get thrown right back into the credit card debt. And here's my answer to that. The good thing about credit cards is it's a revolving line of credit, meaning you can always put money back on it, you can take money off it, you can use it, you can pay it down. If an emergency happens, as long as you are making your payments on time and your credit card has not been frozen, you can use that credit card, and the risk of it being closed is very minimal. If, however, you have bad credit, or if you're not making those payments on time, then you should probably set aside a cash cushion, because there is a high probability that a credit card will close your credit card as economic times get rough, or as they pull a new credit report, because occasionally credit cards do rerun your credit and they may close it. So if you're able to make your payments on time, if you have good credit, my recommendation is always pay off that debt first. It's higher interest rate. You are actually gaining, you're gaining ground. It's a positive return for you to pay off that interest rate that's going to be around 18 to 25%, and then get your savings in line. If you have credit struggles, then you may want to put some money aside so that you have enough to take care of any emergency and not have to worry about your credit card being closed and being out of luck. So I hope this has been helpful to you. If it has, please give us a like down below. If you'd like to see more type of videos of this type, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And if you know someone this may benefit, consider sharing. Thanks for being here. We'll see you on the next one.